Everything looks great. I think I'm really confused. Okay, I'm supposed to be streaming right now. Supposedly. I just streamed for 4 hours. And, I just streamed for 4 hours. And none of it showed up. And I don't understand why. Oh, this is just a terrible disaster. I'm really sorry. I have been streaming for so long tonight, and there isn't anything there. I'm checking Twitch right now to see if I'm on. It says I'm not. I'm live. Okay, so I did a lot in 4 hours with you guys. I have to apologize. You know how I always say, if you goof up, begin again? I don't think I have 4 hours in me, but I can show you what we did today for 4 hours. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad, guys. I can't believe it. I really can't. And forgive me for the beginning, but I had to make sure that I was on. I mean, I made sure the last time, and it didn't stream. That is what happens when you're new, and you're not really good at it yet, and you've only been streaming a couple of days. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. This is my 9th day of streaming, so I'm bound to make mistakes, but not to stream for 4 hours is a terrible disaster. I'm just so sad because I've lost tames. I died. I lost my Jeroboa. Oh my gosh, I've done so much. So here I am, and I don't know why this isn't playing. It's connecting. No, I don't want to connect. I am really having a hard time. Streaming. So okay, so now I hear it. Not to stream for... Okay, so I'm beginning again just for a little bit because I do want to show you what I did, and I didn't want you to think that I did not do anything, you know, streaming tonight. I was on right at 7, and I streamed till 11. Didn't even stop, and I should have stopped. I should have stopped it like I usually do, and then started again, and I would have known right away something was wrong, and I could have backpedaled a tiny bit. Oh my goodness, I feel awful. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad, because it was really interesting. It was a great one, actually, after last night and how tired I was and all that, you know, all that stuff. Tonight was, I really put a lot into it. I wanted to show you guys that you could tame with a slingshot, so I tamed 2 things with a slingshot. And started from the beginning to show you how to actually, you know, kind of get going and do your thing. I lost Wilma to, it was just a mess. I tried to tame an Argentavis, and I didn't do it. So finally I just put everybody on attack my target, and they killed the Argentavis. But in doing so, one of the Morellatops in the area got agitated and ran, and it ran into a group of Morellatops that turned around, and I was on Wilma, and it attacked all of us. And for some reason, I didn't have the one I'm on now, Ramshackle. I didn't have him following me. In fact, I didn't have Wilma following me either. And when I saw that she was being attacked, I whistled for her to follow me, but there were like 10 Morellatops on her. And I couldn't help her. I couldn't help myself. And then after I killed one of these huge Morellatops, I don't have a weapon. After I killed the huge Morellatops, another one came and got me. So it was really... And then I went back to find my body because you don't have much time. And I found Wilma, and I took her inventory, and I found me. But I was standing up, and my Jeroboa was standing on my head. How interesting is that? Anyway, I had built this early in the 4 hours so that you and I could show you that I had a little place here, and up there I have a bed, a sleeping bag, And I was starting just to put this stuff here because I'm up here a lot with the animals, and I wanted to make sure that I had a place where I could die and get to them really quickly. Well, actually, that worked out. And then I also went over here to that well, and I put a well cap on it. I don't know why this is kind of jerky. I'm trying to, maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Then we came over here, all of the Morellatops and we put this well and capped the well so that anybody or any Morellatops could drink. Because remember, if it's a vein, only a player can drink from it, no animal. And you can't fill up your water skin either. And then I saw a oh goodness, no, run. Then I saw a stuck low-level parasaur, and I tamed it with a slingshot to show you guys that you could. And then I showed you how to make a saddle for it. And then a Morellatops was stuck, so I was able to tame it. And then I lost one. And I had named the new Morellatops Wilma, you know, in honor of Wilma, but it just didn't fit. So I named it Red, because it's all red. And I can't jump up, and I can't get rid of this, because I'm not going to be aggravating this guy. So I'm just going to get off, and I'm going to tell this one to follow me. I just walk in here, and then I started building on this building so that I could have a walkway area to unload when it's stormy, because when it's heat and sand and everything, you can't unload. Everybody has to stay outside. So this is only going to be big enough for the animals that can get through a gateway, but I'll still unload these guys on the outside exterior. Oh, I'm so sad, guys. Oh, I didn't mean that to happen. Now, it is a really good lesson learned. Every time that I stream, I will check. No matter what. I've been just letting it go because I automatically think that it's going to be streaming, and it's not. So I'm going to unfollow him. And I'm going to go get all my stuff. And I don't know why. I just changed the battery on this. Let me turn it off and on again. See if it's me. You think the battery could go out that quick? It's a really good Duracell. No. Batteries that aren't quite dead, you can use them in a clock and they'll run for a year. I promise, it's incredible. Okay, oh, I'm putting on the ceiling of my building. I guess I should just go with that. Since I've already kind of goofed up the whole night, I'm not going to do anything spectacular anymore. My heart's not in it because I've just sort of been trying to get over the fact that I just streamed for 4 hours and none of it's there. And I'm just, my little heart is just like so sad. Okay, well, I wanted to make sure though that you knew that I had tried and that I was on time and that I had done it. And goofball, just crazy. Then the nights came and it was 28 degrees in the ARK night 2 nights ago. And I got little, snowflakes and ice cubes and these horrible little things that said that I was freezing, I had to stay in, I couldn't go outside. And so today, all day, oh my gosh, it got in. All day long I've been killing kangaroos. Well, procoptodons. And how interesting, look at that. All day long, and taking their pelt and making fur armor. What is it? It's a 36. Wow, how weird is that? And then I can't get up these stairs. It has to have a ramp. I can't even jump up into my house or my stuff here. Whoa, I feel so sad. And you weren't with me for all the things that happened. That is the strangest part of it all. That's what's making me really ill. I really feel horrible that happened. And you know, I'm beginning again. I just will not, I just won't give up. If I say I'm going to be on every night, then I want to be on every night. Even if it's for a half an hour with you for some odd reason. Also, I got my shotgun going and my shotgun shells, and they're great for close range. They're horrible for long range. And then, of course, you always want to do this, and what happens? You have to load. That has happened twice now. I don't know why. Wow. Okay. Here I was at the beginning, just merrily getting every one of these that I could. Now, if they're under 50, I don't even bother. In fact, when I was really needing my outfit, I thought, well, maybe I ought to go kill one of my own, but I don't have the heart. My animals are, once they're mine, they're mine. I'm going to take care of them, no matter what. So anyway, I made fur armor, and that's what I wear at night at 28 degrees, so I can, you know, work. You can't work at 28 degrees. You can't work at 117 degrees. ARK makes it really difficult for you to work and get things done. As incredible as that sounds for a game, they really put that third parameter in there. That is really a tough parameter. And I also need some walls. I noticed my walls aren't finished on there at the other end either. Walls. I know I have a bunch of walls somewhere. 22 of them, in fact. I don't need 22. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sad. Can you believe that? 4 hours? Well, that is neither here nor there anymore, is it? Man, oh man, oh man. So if I'm quiet for a minute, I've been talking for 4 hours. Oh my gosh. And I got to get over it because you just can't. These keep going over and over and over. What you should have done or could have done or did do and it didn't show up or didn't go right or whatever. You know, stuff like that happens every day. Now, when I think I'm going to be able to drink water and not have to worry about anybody hearing me, you have to hear me now. Okay. I'm not promising that my mic and my audio is going to be great because I wasn't able to get my my PS4 headphones and my microphone compatible. So next month I'm just going to go ahead and get a new headphones that will work really well with my new microphone. I want to concentrate on this because for some reason they're having a hard time placing right. Probably because I'm tired now. Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason. Oh my God, you guys. Ugh. Why didn't I check it? What a horrible lesson. Man, that's a horrible lesson. Terrible lesson. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible lesson. Terrible lesson to learn. When you're new especially. You know, you don't want to disappoint people. Whether they watch you or not is not of consequence. To me, I'm just believing that someone's going to watch and be disappointed if I'm not there. So, I'm going to just do a little bit together with you. And we'll just continue on. Let's see here. Kind of wanted to put them all the same way, but that's just not going to work out. And I need to be able to get them all the way over there, and that means I'm going to have to crawl up here just to do those. I don't think I have any ladders here with me. I know I don't. I know I don't. I know I don't. I know I don't. I know that I do not have ladders with me. Okay, so do I have ladders in here that are wood that I can tear down really easily? I have a Adobe ramp, but I know exactly where I want to put it. And a wood ramp with ladders. I'm not going to take 5. I'm not going to take... Oh, I'll take 5. And I started putting all my things over here. So if I'm in a hurry, I know exactly where they are. Which has been happening all day, actually. Alright. And then... see, it's not working well. I might have to change my battery. Well, this will be better. By the way, if it doesn't hang out, oh no. I'm going to run out of ceilings too, aren't I? I am. Oh well, that's okay. We'll just do as much as we can. Oh. I'm trying to walk. It's not letting me. It's funny, huh? Let's go slow. So I forget the problem. Things were hanging up and everything earlier. So, I don't know what happened tonight. I'm out. Oh, brother. Didn't like that. Nope. Nope. Ceilings are over here, I think. Maybe I don't have any more. I made a ton of them. Some walls. Trapdoor, do we have? No, nothing. Let's see here. Anything over here? Oh, okay, well, we'll have to make some new ones. What a great hostess, huh? Not even talking. Still fruiting around inside my head going, what happened? What happened? All that. What happened? It happens to all of us. And all of us kind of mourn in our own way about even little simple stuff, don't we? We don't want to. Well, there's 742, but I doubt if that's going to be anywhere near the kind of thatch we're going to need. We're going to need a lot of thatch. I think that they take a lot of thatch per each one. I think, right? Let's see, structures, Adobe, 15 thatch, maybe. We might have enough. Well, we'll see. 36. I'm going to do those, and I'm going to change the battery on my mouse while that's going. And if it's better, then we know that that's what the problem is. But I just changed it, so I can't imagine that that's the problem. So I'm not going to throw that one away yet. Wow, might have been the problem. You know, I had a plan for getting my weight up to about 300 before I did anything else. But after I tried to kill that Argent, and he almost killed me, I have decided to put some more into my health. I could not believe. I'm so used to my health being so high. So, okay. There we are. And it only has 3 more to go. course, we'll be so overweight we probably can't move, but I'm going to take half of them and then we'll take up the other half. So we'll go to inventory. And I'll get this out of here. This, this, and this. And this. And our water and our food are kind of down. And so let's go get some water. I've been saying that all day. Find some place to cool down. I mean, there is no other place except inside. And if you're working on the outside, it's tough. You're not going to cool down. And even if you do, it's still going to be horrible. What hot is it? What hot is it? 109. That's what hot it is. Just like here sometimes. Let's see. I guess we'll just eat meat. Why not? It's fast and it fills you up quick. Okay. There you go. How about that? It's good enough. If I need something else, I'll come back and get it later. Okay. Alrighty. I just... Sad. Sad. I was watching one of the guys on YouTube, and he was saying that a lot of times our walls, you know, going backwards and stuff because we put these walls and ceilings and everything down, you know, in different ways. You know, we're facing one way one time and facing another time. And he took a specific ceiling and showed us, I can't remember which one it was, and I'm telling you, he's right. There's a difference. Truly a difference. Well, I don't know why I have that in number 2 because I can't really do much with number 2. Okay. Okay. I'm afraid I'm going to fall off. That's how good I am as a novice in ARK. Wouldn't you know? Taming all those animals today and showing you everything. That's not going to happen again. Of course, we always say that about things in real life, too. And we're always more careful. And usually you learn this when you're younger, not 70. But I think that it's a good lesson to show you that at any age, when you're learning, you're going to make a mistake or two. And you learn from it. And that's why it's called learning. As incredible as that sounds from a grandmother who loves to learn. Honestly, I really do love to learn. And I don't think that I'm too embarrassed that I goofed up. I think I'm too sad. Because I put so much effort into it and it was so much fun. And Oh well. Ah. Wow. So let's see here. We need more. So now we need thatch. Do we have any? We don't have thatch. Thatch, fiber, wood. Thatch, fiber, wood. Thatch, fiber, wood. Okay, give me somebody. You're good. I'll take you. Because I'm not going to be able to find a place to cool down. So I'll just keep drinking water and eating food and trying my best. I'll just keep going here. Oh my gosh. It opens the wrong way. I can't stand that. And if anything happens, I only have a knife. So, we'll just start here. They're really good at thatching, so we'll just do thatch. Get rid of everything else. So let's see. They like that. They don't like these. Well, they like them, but they're not real big on them. We've only got 517 thatch? You're kidding. That is really sad. There's hardly nothing. I thought we'd have tons of it by now. Oh well. Not much on the thatch. These things, these Joshua trees don't give you a whole lot of anything, but they give you a little bit of something, everything. So, beginning when you're starting out is perfect. Fighting over there. I don't want to get in a fight tonight. Something's fighting something. They're fighting something. Let's see here. Never wanted to give up a little bit of oil from my... I should have him following me, should I not? I wonder if I can get... No, I can't. Never mind. I've already tried that. I've experienced that and experimented already. I thought maybe the last time if I had my hatchet or my axe or my knife, I could get more thatch than they do, but I tried and I don't. And they get the same. They get the same as I do. So I'm not really going to mess with it. I sure like these guys. I mean, I know I only have, herbivores, but I tried today to get myself a wolf. Almost killed me. Tried to get myself an argent. I was being very brave. Almost killed me. Everything that I tried to get almost killed me. And the thing that I didn't try to get, that I got stuck in the middle of, it killed me. Oh gosh. So... that's just the way of the world, huh? So let's see here. That's only 2,064 thatch. Jeez, guys. That's nothing. What if these guys give you more? I wanted to be really careful about tearing the trees down around my little tiny hut because I don't think they respawn. You know, nothing respawned around my big this thing down here. It's full. I could tell it's not moving. It's overweight. Poor baby. Get all this stuff off of here, and I'll just get off. Okay. I'll just write it since there's so many. In the evening, there's a lot of yeah, just as I was going to say, in the evening there's a lot of, and look right in front of us, there's a raptor. Yep. And of course it's going to go the wrong way. Come on, you just try to come in here, guy. If you don't have anything, just get something in your hand and just hit it with your hand. So many people, you know, they go, oh, I don't think I'm strong enough. You're strong. You're not normal. Like, you know, you're an ARK. You were chosen to be on another land. And that is why I just give up putting all of my stuff organized like I had right before I found out that I wasn't on. I was just all organized. Everybody was right where they were supposed to be. I thought, okay, tomorrow when I start, it's going to be so cool. It's going to look so cool. Yeah, that's exactly the interesting thing about ARK. Well, actually, it wasn't ARK's fault. That's not an ARK thing that happened. That was a, you know, grandma thing happened. And grandma thing didn't mean to. Okay, so I'm just going to accept all this. And I'm just going to leave you right there. Oh, wait. And I put in another feeder because they weren't getting fed when they were all over there at the other side. So now I have 4 feeders to watch out for. And then I have 2 feeders that have meat in them for him. And I don't know if he's on a feeder that has meat in it right now. But I make sure, oh my gosh, he doesn't have any spoiled meat. Good grief. Let's go get him some. First of all, let's go get this one. There should be some spoiled meat in here for him. And I'll put that in here. I decided I'd just put it in the trough. Just like I would have carnivores or something, and just let them meat spoil. And that way, he'd always have some if I, you know, wasn't going around checking. But I mean, he eats a lot of it. I know it has this timer on it, but still. Not that much of a timer for what he's eating. There we are. Well, I try to put about 100. You know, I don't know. Kind of interesting. Oh, okay. Let's see here. What do we have? Oopsie daisy. Oops, 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 oops. Too many hours. Only 2,700. That is kind of sad. That is nothing like what you usually get, is it? Alright, so let's go here. I think what I'm going to do, put the hide in here and see how many ceilings I need to button this up before I go tooting off and made another 100 or so. And doors are all shut. Okay, so let's see, how do I count this? Let's see, here's, oh, it's hard to count, huh? Is this easier to count? Can I see through them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. I don't know if it's 11 or 12 long. I'm just going to make 20 ceilings. Just call it good. Oh, I already took it. Okay. So let's see, where did I put it when I was done? Did I put it in here? Here's the thatch. Did I put the fiber and wood and everything back in here? And there's the adobe. Oh, don't tell me. We've been using so much adobe for this new additional building. 20. Well, close to 21. One off. Okay, I'm still recording. Boy, how sad is that? So anyway, after tearing out all these walls and getting all this around here, there was that 28 degrees. I didn't even look to see if it went down further. 28 degrees, and I had my little snowball and everything in the bottom left. And I really thought, you know, I wanted a longer night. I got a longer night. The nights are 28 degrees. When it was a shorter night, they weren't 28 degrees. They were just, you know, here, there, and they were gone. And the days were really long and hot. So, holy smokes. Who knew you'd need a fur armor in the desert? Because 28 degrees in America is 4 degrees below freezing. So, and freezing is, you know, it's cold. In fact, if it's raining and then turns 32 degrees, it'll start snowing. So while I'm doing nothing, I'm going to put all of this back in here and get up and can I get back? Do I have another ladder? Am I still able to get up there? I don't think so. Yeah, I can. As soon as I get unstuck from the door. Strange. Those little boxes out there, they're full of sand. So I know I don't have to go get sand if I'm gonna make some more clay. I just know that it's very heavy and I haven't gone and gotten it. Uh-oh. No, we're not going to get up there, are we? Wow. Oh, maybe my mouse little dealy thing is dirty. Because I'm so jaggy tonight. And, you know, I don't have a regular table. I'm on my crafting table, and I put a little plastic, I put a plastic tablecloth on it, and then a little mouse pad. Called it good. Someday I'll have more, but not right now. There you go. What happened? With that better, I've only taken out that one piece. If I took out more than that, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. Whew. Thank you. Man, that would have been horrid. Horrid, horrid, horrid. Okay. Well, I mean, there was no other way for me to get up here except to keep building down there, and I can't keep building down there because that's the walkway. And also, if you have, someday, if I have a lamantria or an argent, I want to see how those guys do those argents and kite them and walk backwards and just keep, and they're so easy, they say. I'm telling you, I shot that sucker so many times, and it was not easy to me. But then it kept flying around and around and around, and I did not bring my trank gun and my brand new, come on, and my brand new, I'm having a hard time with the cursor tonight. Maybe if I do it this way. I made all those trank darts for my rifle, and so I'm like, oh, right, this is going to be so neat. Well, it didn't work out that way. I forgot the trank darts. I forgot my, if I would have had my shotgun, I probably could have killed a lot more things that were trying to get me. If I would have had the shotgun, I wouldn't have been killed. But I did just build that new place, and I had all my stuff there. I was able to grab Ramshackle because he was right there, and I raced down over and got my body and all the stuff off of Wilma. And I had just, Wilma and Ramshackle and I had just tamed another Rollotops that had been stuck. And so I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. I got 7. And then I lost Wilma, and then I tried to name another one after her, and it just did not work. I just didn't like the other one being named after her. Okay, now up here, oh, I want to see what the HUD is up here. What is the wind? It's not, see, it's 20 degrees wind up here too, so I couldn't put a turbine even up here. How awkward. Huh. Why does my screen keep blanking out like that? I wonder if I'm having trouble with my screen. Doesn't matter. I'm here. We're just going to keep at it. Okay, now. And also, the grandkids just came home because remember, we're a family. And also, maybe they're loading up their games. It's possible. Now, sometimes when foundations don't go down, you can put little porches on top, because foundations are fussy. Sometimes they turn pink and they don't want to go, and you're like, oh, please don't do this. And they could care because they're inanimate objects. Anyway, we have 2 left. I wonder what I should do with it. Oh, go this way. Okay. No! Wow, huh? Ugh. I guess we're going to have to get that out of there. That's not going to work. What a shame. Okay. Well, we're going to put a garden up here. So, we need 2 staircases. Now, I guess we just need 1, because if you have a garden area, you can't cover it because I don't have the greenhouse glass, and I'll have to put a trap door with a door on it, a hatch with a trap door, because you can't let the weather in. And we need to build. Oh, jeez, we need to build a lot of stuff. We're going to need stone. How much stone do we have? Do we have a lot of stone? We have enough stone. Okay, so go into your engram points and type in irrigation. You can't. You can't have a garden without water, and you can't have water without irrigation. So I'm going to get a stone pipe intake. That'll let me get a stone irrigation pipe, straight one. That'll let me get a pipe tap. That's where the water comes out of. Then you need an irrigation intersection. That's where you hook up all the little straight ones to it. Stone irrigation pipe inclined. I have never used an inclined one, but I've used a vertical one many, many times. Okay, so now you have all of that. Now you have to type in water. And since we don't have any kind of fabricator yet, we're going to use a water reservoir. And we'll make it S+, because then we can take it with us when we leave, if we ever leave. At this rate, I doubt if we're going to be doing much leaving. Oh my gosh, forget it. We're not leaving. We can go around and put little, homesteads places, but this is going to be our main one. Okay, then it will be in your craftables. Might as well just go all the way up. Okay. And then put in irrigation. And we're going to need stone, 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 and wood, stone, and stone. And that's why I said, how much stone do we have? How much stone do we have? And then we're going to have to put, let's see, water. I think it takes cementing paste. Yeah, cementing paste. So, how many crop plots do we own? I don't know. They're S+, and I put them, I think I put them over here with all of our new stuff here. I think I made 6 or 7 crop. Maybe they're not in here after all. Oh, 6. Okay, so each one of these is going to need 2 side by side. Can use 1 irrigation. Let's find the irrigation stuff, so we don't have to keep looking for everything. And of course it's not going to be in stone. Oh, it is. It's just a new, see, 6. I'm going to make 3 of these. So we need stone and cementing paste. So now we need chitin. Chitin makes cementing paste. And now we need chitin and stone, because chitin and stone make cementing paste. And I think I have a tiny bit here. And if we don't have enough, then we need to go and kill some more. Oh, yeah, every time I've been seeing them, I've been getting as much chitin as I can. Since we don't have any chitin armor, we really don't need to repair anything chitin. So you can just make all your chitin into cementing paste, and odd numbers don't work. It's 2, I think it's 4 chitin to 8 stone. So we're going to need like 500 stone or so. And we're going to have a stone of silver solution. Oh! Do we need windows or anything? Oh. Oh. We need a hatch. And the hatch. We need a hatchy thing. The hatchy thing. Let's see here. We need the hatch frame. And a trap door. And we'll also need a way to get up and down the side, and I'll make it in adobe, the ladders. I have adobe ladders already. 7. And then you have to find a convenient area for your 7 ladders to get back up and down this all the time. We'll have to make another adobe ladder because it's 4 tall now. So let's see, we can probably go right up the center of this. Okay, and 9. 9. Uh-oh, wrong one. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Where's my adobe ladders? Okay. So I'm missing it over here. I got to get this one. I demolished it. Okay. It took it all down. Jeez, I'm glad I didn't wait. I thought when it attached itself, that was the way it was going to be. Okay, so there is one side, and then oh, should we come up here? Someplace that, is kind of off, out of the way, that we're not going to change. Let's use this one. I don't know. I'll go up here. This will be easy to get to. And we'll need 2 more adobe ladders, which is fine. Right. And then after the storm or the heat wave or whatever we're having, I'll go ahead and get underground. It's going to be really hot, isn't it? It's going to be one of those 100 and some odd 23 degree, 87 degree things where you lose your life really quick. And yeah, it's 157, 158. Gets up to over 160, you start to kind of lose your life. When it gets close to 170. We sure do lose water quick. Notice that when you go out to get water during a heat wave, that your body starts to decrease in health and can't catch up with the decrease. It's just like the one time that I was making paint, and I accidentally got in the fire. I could not get my health back. It was gone, and I kept decreasing and decreasing and decreasing, like it is now. So it is 100, close to 170, when you start losing health. And so that's why it's so important to keep your health up, but also, can also keep your health up so you can kill things and they don't kill you before you kill them. Because your health does decrease. Look at that. Look. Isn't that something? So I'm just going to put a little bit of this already in my hot bar so I can just keep feeding myself while we work. Because I don't want to mess with this. Okay, so we were on our way to getting a little bit of stone and a little bit of chitin and making cementing paste. And what did I do with that chitin? Oh, I already put it in the dealie, huh? Okay, so people that know how to do this are just blessed. Wrong one. Which one are you in? You're here. Okay. So then, let's see, let's get the cementing paste. We're only going to make 49 for us. Terrible. And, wow, huh? A lot to be said about killing water jug bugs and oil jug bugs. Every time I need something, it's like something I just used. But since we're kind of, man, this is my narcotic one. Okay, here we go. I'll just go ahead, since we're going to be using it. Make 9 more, and then I will go back and get the narcotic out of here and put it away. And I think I'll have to start some more clay if we have some more sand. If not, we'll get the sand after the heat wave, which I'm sure is even worse, huh? Well, no, oh yeah, my health is still 168. Well, that's not bad. This is not 183. But as you note, your health is still decreasing as long as, oh, see? It's going to start getting better. Okay, so the storm's almost over. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Losing all of your health like that, and then of course it's going to take your food and water because you're going to have to increase in health. Oh yeah, it's this third dynamic of this game is a kick. Okay, so now we have, we want to keep our stone here. We do not need sand in here. You need clay in there if you're going to be making your behemoth gates in there, but you do not need sand. And you do not need this in here. Some belong in here. In fact, it's mine. It's supposed to be in my inventory for if anything happens to me. I got poisoned today by those I want to say titanoboas. It's a titanodrone. Get rid of this, and I gotta keep those, and we'll get this and this and this in here. And we'll put, let's come over here like this. And come here, okay. See if I can do it again. And I've been working hard on getting my earphones and my everything. My earphones, I have my microphone now. Now I need to get another set of headphones, which I just told you. And so if it sounds tinny, it's because I was messing around last night trying to get my PS4 earphones to work. And I could hear the television, I could hear the computer. I couldn't hear me and the animals like I do now. So it's kind kind of weird. I'm just going to stick this in here. I know it's the wrong place, but I'm sticking it in here for a minute. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to get some stone. And it doesn't, I don't think it takes a whole lot of stone, does it? So here we go. We're going to make, how many of these can we make? 13. Gee. We only need, let's see, we have 6 crops. I only need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can just put that back in here. And then I need, what is going to be under pipes? Sometimes it comes under pipes, structures, pipes, stone. Oh, look at it, even put, oh, that's because it's not an S plus. They don't have S plus irrigation, do they? No. That's too bad. Now we just have to rip it all apart. Okay, so we're going to need 3 of these. Let's see. We're going to need I don't know how we're going to need. I don't know how much we're going to need of everything. Last time I needed we'll take up a little stone with us so that we can build our own irrigation while we're up there. How much does it take per, anyway? 5 stone? I might just go ahead and do that. Anyway. 5. It's not going to take, you can always come back down. And we're only 117 pounds, so. What else was it that we might need? Ah, the wood. The wood. I'll take 61 things of wood. How much wood does it need? 15. This will make 4, and we only need 3, so I'll take it all. In case I goof up and need an extra one. And I think, just for drill, I'm going to take up some of this. It's no fun to keep coming back. Okay, and we need 2 more adobe. You don't have them, right? The ladders. Adobe ladder. We need that, and fiber, and clay. I'm going to put that on the other side over here. It doesn't belong here. Over here. And a little bit of wood. And we need ladders. Adobe, we need 2 more. And we're going to need we need to be able to go up through the hatch. I don't know how many I need. Huh, interesting. Very fascinating. I don't know what I need of everything. So I'm going to get rid of Get rid of the clay, get rid of the fiber, get rid of the thatch. Move half the cementing paste. I didn't move half of it, I moved it all. Come on, come on, come on. What's going on? I want to be like this tonight. Oh, we need the crop plots. Hello. Okay. Okay. Gonna be nice, huh? Oh, I should have a door here. I'm not gonna worry about it now. That's for sure. Okay, so let's see. This one and this one and this one and this one and 6 crop plots. We'll need a railing. Now we need to pick a side. We need to pick a side that we're not going to build up on. Like if you were going to build 2 more stories, I would build over all of that over there because it's all a big ballroom type of a layout. Okay, and then we have only 3 of these. They're as big as 1 square. So if we go 1, 2, 3, it's just perfect. And then we'll go, so our first one will be right here. Oh, I wonder if that's going to work with the... Oh, we can pick them up. Okay. I was going to say, I'm wondering if it's going to work with the irrigation pipe, but it won't matter. And I don't have to really be careful because there's no walls. There's no greenhouse walls here. Okay. So that took care of that. And let's see, we'll put in the next one. I kind of like to put them together like this, and then I like to move over so that I can see, since, you know, so that I can see the irrigation pipe in between them. I mean, it's nice. Like that, but it's nice to see the irrigation. This is why I'm going to put a railing over here. And I'll put those other 2 ceilings right there, and we won't have to worry about falling off. Which is kind of cool. Okay, and then I need to put down my first irrigation intersection. So we might as well put you here, and you here, and you here, and get the first intersection out. Oh no, it's not going to be one of these deals, is it? Why isn't it showing up? Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that when you can't see it. Ah. And it doesn't want me to put it like that. Well, where am I going to put it? Is it because I'm close to it? Probably. I didn't like it because I'm close to it. Huh. The only way you can get it straight is if you kind of do it like that. You're going to have to kind of put it in the middle. And you kind of have to go like this. God, I wish you could see it. You can't. And then get the vertical one so you can find the end. No, it's not going to like me putting down the other plot because it's going to say it's. So kind of get it a little bit. Get it over here. About as far as that one, maybe. It's kind of crooked. It's easier when they have walls. I should have put walls up on. Oh well, too bad. That's it. Come on. I didn't get rid of it yet. Where is it? 7. Oh, it doesn't like me close to it. I hope I don't fall off the roof. Jeez. A lot to this, huh? I had to learn this on my own, by the way. Uh-oh. It's probably too close. Maybe I could put the other one down here. Trying to get it to stick to the end of this one. Oh man. Where are they? Maybe it's just lagging. Kind of laggy? What do you think? So you're probably going, what is she doing? But you will see when I am done. And you will go, oh, cool. I've decided that's what you're going to say. You're going to go, oh, I think I get it. Because I mean, I watch people do this and I never got it. And finally, and when I did do it once, I did it and it didn't do it right. So I thought, okay, I'll figure it out on my own. And so, since we're not worried about lining anything up here, just walk this way and go here, like that. Okay, This is our last one. Kinda, sort of, kinda. Gee, I don't know. How far? See, when you go like that, you can't see it anymore. Why did they do that to you? I guess it doesn't matter since there's no walls. Huh. This is what I had to learn. It wants to stay on the bottom, but there isn't any way that it can. It has to be on one of these. At least, that's what I think. That's the metal ones do. I don't see how. It's going to be... They're the center ones, right? See, it won't. It wants to stick to the ceiling or the wall or the base or the foundation or whatever you've got going, but it's got to be above. So when it collects the water, see, it's right now. It's in the wrong place. So you have to make sure that whatever it does, it gets on top of one of these. And it's not easy getting it up there. Don't ask me why. They don't want to just snap up there. Because the one time I did it, and I didn't put them up because I let them snap on the ground, it kept saying it wasn't full. And then when it said it wasn't full, you know, it wasn't collecting water. And then the garden wasn't getting watered. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand what's wrong. You need to have it on these in the middle. I'll show you why in a second, but as long as I don't fall off. Come on, come on. Well, this is just going to snap to anything except I don't want to fall off. So I'll just wander over. Yeah! Maybe this way? Maybe it'll go. Nope, not that one. Yep, that's the one right there. Then you need I didn't make them. I didn't make them. Craft all four. But we brought enough stuff to make them. I didn't even make one down there. Fascinating, huh? Okay. Okay, now you need to put these on top up here. So the water is going to flow down, and then it's going to flow up, and it's going to go into this tap. And the the water is going to pour out of the taps. Now, if you are next to a river or something, you need to put the inclined pipe tap that sucks the water up from the river. But I don't have that. I don't have a river, so I'm not even going to suck it up from the well. So I'm going to have to depend on the rain, and after a while, this actually does fill up with water. Just don't drink from it, or you will rob your little plants of the only water that they're going to have. Now, if you go over here, you're going to click F or E, and you have one slot for the seed, and you have 9 slots for the fertilizer, and it will create its own slots for the product. How about that? Now, I even brought, I did bring those, right? Where are their ladders? Get this out of here. So guess I could have time to do this and get it out of here. Okay. Right now, you need to come over here, and you need to press E for open, and you have to make sure that it's going to stick on the edge. You don't want it anywhere else except on the edge of this, and sometimes it's hard to see what you're doing. To make sure, oh, there it is. Okay, you walk over here, and you put the other one down. And if you're so inclined, you can go all the way down through to the, you see what I mean? Man, they have a mind of their own, I promise. I need to get rid of this. And then you just come over here, and you climb up, and you go up, and then you press E, and it shuts it. Then, now the whole place is enclosed. I don't know why it always wants me to jump off, but it does, so I'm going to get rid of this one now. We don't need it. And I don't even know where that goes down there, so it goes into my, where is that? There's my bedroom. So this must be the door right there. Yeah. So you still need a way to get up here to get to this. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to work on it later. Oh, look at that. Well, that's going to be really convenient. We need a hatch right now, so we don't have to fuss. And I have another one, actually. We need the hatch frame and a trap door. And get rid of all this. I'm really sorry that you weren't with me when all the other stuff happened. But I began again. Now, you need rock carrot. They're actually carrots. Citronelle are like lemons. Saber root is potato. Long grass is corn. If you're not getting enough narco berries in the area, you can plant narco berries. I don't need them. I have an overabundance of them in my area. But on a lot of the maps, you never get enough narco berries for all the spoiled meat. Seems to be flipped on this one, for me anyway. And then also, remember you have to get the poop. And they seem to poop when you're in the area, not when you're not in the area. These guys, the eggs have timers. I don't know when they lay them. I guess it's when you're online. But as far as pooping goes, I don't even bother with those other guys. Here is the fertilizer. I've been keeping up with it, trying to get poop in here to get the fertilizer going, since each one of those had 9 slots that you could use. And then I keep coming in here and waiting for the poops. And you see how this one just pooped because I was in here? So it's pretty nice. They start pooping once you're around, not when, because I can't get to it. So I just lay down and crawl over. I can't think of any other way to do it, personally. I just travel around on my belly and pick up the poops, especially between swinging tails, you know. Some people, oh, it's gone. It has a really short timer, by the way. And when you're not really fast, some people, they'll hold their gun or a sword or something and they'll point with it and push E. That works out really well too. Except I shoot stuff. So I don't do it. I mean, I shoot the egg, I shoot the poop, you know. It's just ridiculous what I can do. I mean, it's just bad. Really bad. I'm not the best at that kind of stuff. And there's my favorite door. Isn't he cute? Look how cute he is. Another one. Oh, so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. So cute. Okay, so let's get yeah, I have never could sing. Ever. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, not the doctor's gonna take it. Just take it. Oh my goodness. And then a tiny bit of these for when just get up. And then we have any poops. Get the poop. Poop's more important than anything when you're gonna have to have a garden. Poop. Pick up the poop. Who wants to pick up poop? It's a good thing they're vegetarians. That's all I have to say. And why it takes 2 of these is beyond my wildest dreams. I have no idea. See, I can't even shoot a moving jerboa until it sits. Then I have trouble too. I mean, it's ridiculous, huh? To be that new. I read something that said that you don't even have to ever kill anything to get to go up in levels. And I thought, well, you're not going to be able to, you know, make anything. I mean, unless you run around and kill, you know, take on, you know, get the leather from things other things are killing. Let's see, you need to be on neutral. You might as well just be neutral. And you need to be on low. You can't be running that far behind. Okay, let's go. Let's go around here to this side. We need a good one for the yard. And this is what the other people do. See how the crosshairs are so far away they don't have to do anything. They just wait for the E to show up. They pick up the eggs with their guns. Oh, funny. Isn't that cute? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of let him hang out here by the water well. He's going to be my water well mascot. Yeah, that's a good word. Mascot. Aren't they cute the way they look at you? Oh my God, whoever designed these little things are so sweet. Oh my gosh. Everybody's contributing. So sweet. Actually, so sweet. You can, after you come out here, just go around one more time. If you can get there, time to get it before it times out on you. I give up. Even then, I can't do it. And you have to be in far enough where it says pick it up. See, I never can get it to do all that cool stuff like everybody else. Ah! And then it keeps knocking me around. And then, and then along came John. Okay. Maybe I should do it with a pike, then I couldn't shoot anybody accidentally. See, I just picked one up from here. This guy's busy. Okay, so is that good? I think so. That's what I'll do. I'll go get my pike, then I can just don't have to worry about hitting anybody. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here and let it do a thing. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. So we're going to let it do its thing. And then I'm going to show you what it has done already as soon as I get my pike so I don't kill anything when I'm pointing. We need to go. Yep, see, this is gonna. Oh, it doesn't have the crosshairs. That's not gonna work out. Oh, I need something with crosshairs. Okay. There you go. And there we are. Okay, so we still need to put up our hatch frame. We need to put these in here. Got 3 eggs. I don't know what in the world we're going to need them for right at the moment. We have all of our seed that we're going to be using. And I have to put those stones back. But look what the thing did earlier. Isn't that amazing? I think it's great that it did that. Because it's just going to be really nice. And you know, it's stuff like that that keeps you from saying, I'm not going to pick up the poop. You have to pick up the poop. Or you're not going to have a garden. And if you don't have a garden, you know, the fruit of the garden, I know it's vegetables, but the fruit of this garden, the coolest part about it is that you can eat the fruit and it will hydrate you. Whether it's the carrots or the potatoes or the corn or the citrus. It actually hydrates you. Just like the, and before we had the cactus sap that could do that before the patch went in. That's what I used. I always use that. You know? It didn't last as long as the cactus sap. The cactus sap is virtually indestructible, I swear. Oh no, no. Okay. I was going to say, oh my gosh, please don't. Please don't have to be on the other side. Oh, okay. Sometimes they place backwards. And then you have to take them up anyway. Okay, so now, you have to know. Right, and we're trying. We're really trying here. Okay, so now, oh wow, we can't go up. It wouldn't let us go up past this. Oh my God. Wow. Well, now there's an interesting circumstance. I've never had that happen. But means you're going to have to get rid of the hatch frame lid. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Just demolish the darn thing. That way you can just go straight up. Yeah. Okay, so... oh. You have to do what you gotta do. Okay, here we are. So, I usually try to put... the carrots are really great for hydrating. So I'm going to put... they only take one. Here's a potato. And I have 1, 2, 3 of these. I don't know how many more I have. Let's see. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 6 times 3 is 18. So each one's going to get 3 for right now, I guess. Unless we only plant 4 of them. We could only plant 4 of them, maybe. Let's see. The citronal is the lemon. I haven't seen the lemon be used in anything yet. Oh yeah, but it takes Rockwell. Takes Rockwell recipes. Long grass is corn. Okay. Citronal. This is saber root, right? This is corn. Oh, lemon. So this has to be the corn. Rock carrot. Now I'm in a hurry and I don't know what to do. Rock carrot. 1, 2, 3. This probably means that there's nothing in this one. I noticed a lot of recipes take saber root, so I'll let it be the one that has 2. 3. And I'm just going to go ahead, since fertilizer doesn't have a timer, I'm just going to go ahead and put that in. Oh, wrong one. Over here. Right here. Doesn't have a timer. And rock carrot doesn't seem to take as much fertilizer as some of the other crops. So I'll just, let's see, I need to climb down. And come up here. No! Come on, I need to shut this. Now you can. Okay. Strange. Okay, now I think it's all enclosed. Right? We're totally enclosed. So now we can work in here no matter what's going on. 2 o'clock. Boy, I've already been streaming for 2 hours, hopefully. It's streaming. Hopefully. So we will shut that. That's not open. This one should open. Just habit, guys, habit. Habit, habit, habit. See what I mean? There's no poop when you first come out. I think that the dynamic happens when you come out. And it's going to be a thunderstorm. So ho. And you see how by the little straight tail that keeps popping out of here. And once it starts, of course, they quit. Oh, it's going to get really dark. So you might as well light the fires. Okay. Fires are lit. I don't think there's any more meat or anything that needs any more right to come out. Yeah, that's all taken out. Okay, so now I'm going to put back all this stuff that I didn't use. Clay, the wood, thatch, the fiber, stone, the adobe. And while I'm moving over there, I'll take these with me. Move things back into the other cabinet. Overweight, but oh, that's 90 pounds. I can do it. That'll make me overweight really fast. And the stone railings I want to put on the top of this roof, so I will wait. And I'll go really slow to this one. Put these things in there, like the irrigation pipe. And gates. Alright. And then I'm going to put this in the top of this fertilizer one. Actually, I've got the seeds going over here as well. It's going to be kind of like the garden area until I can get everything organized, because I have no clue how to organize yet. But I don't want to do or anything. Okay, so we've seen what I did. We planted the garden. We're picking up poop. I don't know where the storm is. This is the second time the storm has happened like this, where it's someplace else and it gets really dark. Gotta be somewhere. Anyway, that's interesting that these two guys didn't go anywhere when everybody else went somewhere. So let's go get this one. Kind of move it back over here. There we go. Yeah, earlier, you know, when the storm comes over the house, it just crashes and thunders and lightnings, and you see it. I mean, you know it's right there. It rattles the windows. I know that sounds silly, but I mean, it really rattles, and it makes a ton of noise. But then, when it's passing over somewhere else, it doesn't make as much noise. Whoopsie daisy. So now if I don't hear it directly over me, I'll just go out and check. There you go. When I was at the Green Obelisk, I could get up on the roof and watch wherever wherever the storm was. Because it didn't always come over there either. So as much as I don't like to pick up poop, I really am glad for this compost bin making fertilizer for me. I really like it. It's really nice. Goes slow, but it sure does a great job of, and you know, every time we make it about 100 fruit or 50 fruit, it takes one fertilizer. So you really have to keep up with the poop to try to keep up with the vegetables if you're going to be using them. And then of course in here we don't have any refrigeration, so the timer is going to be a lot shorter, which is sad. I mean, I would appreciate it a lot if, oh god, those little tiny poops. Yeah, and then let's see. You see it anywhere? Oh, over there. That's where it's at. It's over there. It actually moves. Oh yeah, see? See the lightning over there? It actually moves like a real storm. It doesn't go exactly the same place all the time. So this time it's over there at the blue obelisk. And how do I know that's a blue obelisk? Because that's the red one, and that's the green one, and that's the blue one that you can't see anymore. So here we are. And now you're going to see something so interesting. It's 80 degrees and it's 6 p.m. Well, 6:11 ARK time. I hate getting down off stairs. I'm not the best at stairs yet. Where are the stairs? I'm going to have to put a little thingy up here showing where the stairs are, because I don't know where they are. So there are one down here. This must be them, right? Where do they go? Oh, brother. How am I ever going to find that? So it's 1, 2, 3, fourth one over. All for more options. Find out. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You can do this. Where's the climb down symbol thingy? Let's try it again. Gonna show me where the climb down symbol thingy is? No? Well, how about if I come at it from the side? Kind of look down. This way. Where is it? Oh, come on. I can do this. How about that, huh? You know what? I can't. I can't do it. I tried and I can't do it. I'm not good at it yet. Oh my gosh. Funny, huh? Not being able to climb down. Jeez. Ah! See, I push E to shut that thing up there, and I fall down. Wow. Maybe I should be in first person. Okay. Alright. Well, we got our garden planted for when it rains. We've got our, this in. We'll put up the railing, or I will later, tomorrow, before I go on. We'll keep picking up poop. We'll put in those 2 other ceilings. Actually, it will be more than 2, won't it? It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put in those 5 ceilings so that we can have railings all the way around. And we won't fall off. We're not going to have a greenhouse glass because I can't find anything. Let's see. Okay. I've got all these open, all the lights going. What else did I like? This isn't it. If I leave them burning, the fuel is always gone the next morning. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out either. I think it's kind of interesting, but there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so I'm going to stock up on my trank arrows. Always keep 1 stone arrow. Keep my rifle, which always goes in number 1. Have my trank arrows. I've got my crossbow, which is really funny that I need one just for my arrows. Then I need my shotgun for close-up protection. And that. I'm not going to use trank darts. Well, I will. I think I'm going to take maybe 2 bolas. Two. Can't get so much weight on me. I have terrible problem with the weight. Okay, so I have a hatchet, a metal pick, a sword, a crossbow, a rifle with no bullets. Oh yeah, we're doing good. With bullets. A couple of trank darts. I wonder if the corpse finder is there anymore yet. It wasn't there. I wonder if it has been added in a patch. Oh, look. Nope, it still won't let you. Use again when over your marked corpse location to retrieve its item cache if it is glitched under map. Use to find your corpse or loot bag. Follow direction markers till you see the skylight beacon. But it's not letting me learn it, no matter what I do. And I always have my corpse finder, just like I always have a pet finder, and it's not working real well either. And I lost it when I lost all my other stuff. It only takes a stone, one stone, I think, to make a finder. Yeah, it only takes one stone. And even if you got and made 10 of them, you wouldn't be able to put them anywhere. So don't make any more than just one. Because I thought, oh, well, if I put one, in my, other place, and, taking care, and have extra, nope, don't even bother. It's not going to happen. It won't. It doesn't leave your inventory and go and stay in another one. It's only in your inventory, ever. I mean, you can have 10 of them in your inventory, but you can't put them anywhere else. And we're all close up. Okay. So let's just kind of go outside the gate. Remember when I told you, I know this sounds, I told you don't put anybody in a line, and, well, I accidentally did. Because I was on an animal when I whistled, follow me. And they all followed one of the animals. So I'm merely just running around, doing things. And before you know it, I turn around and only 2 of the 4 are with me. The other 2 are stuck somewhere. Gosh, I don't know where. It was crazy. Totally, totally crazy. And they weren't following me. They were following, the animal I was on. That's neither here nor there. What was really upsetting was that I had to go everywhere to find them. Wandering around, pushing the J button, follow me, follow me. They were stuck in behind trees and rocks, and just kind of awful. But since you didn't get to see my other 4 hours, I thought maybe I'd just take you over here and show you all of this. How sad, huh? Oh well. And I'm not as perky or nothing. When you do things, you're perky. You say, hi, how are ya? How you doing? What are you up to? How you feeling tonight? What's going on with you? Are you having a great day? Are you having a great night? Depending on what part of the world you're in. Just kind of stuff like that. But after 4 hours, you're sort of like, uh-oh. What do I say? Make sure they're not fighting a carno or something. I decided only to bring one. Amarylatops. I don't think that this is the right place, actually. No, I don't think so either. Let's go back. I think I turned a little too prematurely. Let's go up here. So level 12, it's stuck. You could actually tame that if you wanted to. Here's my infamous first try. This is where I was standing, and the wolf almost killed me, and the animals killed the wolf. And it was a 74. Oh my god, it was sick. But, see right here, down there is always where all the animals are in the evening. That, like the wolf, and the saber-tooth, that bird. The terror bird. Here's where I went out and I got the wolf to come up here, but I didn't realize. Oh, this is funny. These right here, they were both of them. They were those S Plus doors, and every time I went by them, they closed and shut, and I could not get them, to quit shutting and opening all the time. I wanted to be the one who opened and shut them. So I took out the top one, or the bottom ones, and put regular doors in there. And then this is where all of the, there were 2 thorny dragons. Here's a favorite terror bird that I hate. I hate terror birds. I don't do well with terror birds. But when I thought that if I got up here, I could shoot, but I can't. Which is kind of sad, I was hoping that I could, you can see why I took those out. See, and right here, I was right here and I shot the wolf. I did not know that he could jump up and get me. So I'm going to have to put a door here so I can back up and have a great shot. Not to use a door, just so I can have a great shot. Huh. And then over here, I think, I'm not promising, but I kind of think is where the other water well is, maybe. My parasaur. Oh, I wish it was stuck. It'd be so easy to get if it was stuck. I always got my parasaurs because they were stuck. I did not know. I don't even know if my animals can get up these. I don't even know if I can get up these. I don't even know if I can find my water well. I don't know where it is. Wow. Oh, my parasaur. Rats. Oh. I'd be in heaven if it was stuck. If I could build a foundation and put a I put a foundation here, right up against that. Put pillars, and then went up past that and put a ceiling on top of it, and then put a ladders. You know what I did before when I had what was it called? Species X from the swamps in the center. The plants that shoot and kill. You can change them to kill enemies or animals. I put a staircase up so I could go up and put the fertilizer in them. I could even put a staircase here if I had a foundation. I have to mark this spot in my brain. How am I going to do that? Oh, it's right on the other side of where I tried to build that, my failed experiment. It's really easy. Uh-oh. Here there comes a Titana, whatever those are. Got attacked by those today. The drones. I want to say Titana. I don't know if it's Titana, but it's a drone. but I aggroed it. Paracers get stuck so easy. I think I'm going to start going over and, well, I think I'm going to build that pillar and also a staircase and see what I mean. This guy's stuck. You could come over and you could get him really easy. I think Spider, my scorpion, is the only one that wasn't stuck. And my Dodix, because I was able to get up on a rock and shoot down. But a Parasaur, I'd have to be way up above it. Oh my gosh. Like way. And then I was on my way. Is this all black one? Yeah, isn't it pretty? Oh, this one's black and green. No, not the same one. Or was it all black? Really black, shiny one. All black. Black, black, black. Beautiful. It was only a level 12. But if it had been a bit higher level, I probably would have tried to tame it. Look at that Parasaur over there. Oh my god. From now on, see, it's not stuck. It's just got a rock in its way. If it was stuck, it'd be between like a tree and a rock, or between two rocks. It's just not happening. And then I didn't even tell you. I went up my mountain thinking that there was going to be a trail up. You know, all the metal and everything. And I crept to the other side, and all of a sudden the trail went down into another valley, and there were Carnos in there. And I thought, I'm not going there. So I just turned around and went back to my tame. There is no way I can tackle a Carno with anything I own and survive. Even myself. There's just no way I'm going to survive it. This is where I had wanted to explore today when I lost all my Morellatops at once. And I'm like, oh, where are they? So I had to turn around. By the time I got everybody together, a big storm came. And that was it. Let's see, if I shot an arrow at that thing right now, it would turn around and come after me like a bolt of lightning. And I might be able to kite it all the way back to my place, which was what I was hoping to do. But now I think I'll just bring up a bunch of foundations and some pillars and make something right here. Look at that mountain range. Isn't that something? See how on the other side of that red obelisk there's kind of the trees? That's that other valley. And I tried to get a moth, and of course moths, they spray you and they paralyze you for a minute. You can't, move. So you have to bola them. And I didn't have my bolas. The whole day was kind of interesting. But the saddest part was when, I was trying really hard to get everybody together, and I had this one right here, ramshackle, all, up at the other little place. We had just finished it, and Wilma and I were out doing something, and we aggroed another one of the Morellatops, and 10 of them came after us. It was really horrid. I didn't know there were that many over there, way on the other side. Like toward, let's see, so that's probably that's east. The red obelisk. You know, I can't get my bearings because I keep thinking that south is that way, but I don't think it is. Because this is south easy. So if that's east, that makes that west, and it makes this north, and it makes that south. So south is there. So more south. On the other side of my house to the south are all those, there's so many morella tops you can't believe. Really something else. Because, you know, if you just jump up to try to get a, you know, some wood or some thatch and you hit one, and if they're walking over by you and you hit it, you're just gonna get killed. So tomorrow I'll just continue getting cementing paste and killing bugs, luring unsuspected low-level animals into the compound for meat for spider. And I'll make some pillars and we'll go put them up. We'll jump off here and open follow. And I will actually run over and shut this gate because I do not want that Procoptodon out. If it is low level, I'm going to kill it for its pelt because you can't believe how long I looked for something that had pelt. And when I found it, I was like, wow. Then come to find out that the ones I'm killing are higher level than the ones I've caught is kind of sick. But anyway, so let's see what level this is. Usually they'll stop for a minute. Let me see what level. And I don't have a spyglass because I don't have. Oh, I really need to find that crystal. And we'll have to go find some. We'll have to go to the north. So what is this? It's a 16. Well, I certainly don't want. That is so annoying. You know, I have to make sure that it's there. I don't want to shoot something mine. See, look. I wouldn't want to be chasing these out in the wild. I'm sorry. They're... Oh, that big rock didn't spawn over here where it is right now. Respawn. Oh, I'll take it. I may be looking to kill you, but I'll take your poop. And then there was a... I don't know if it's a water jug bug or an oil jug bug, but if it's an oil jug bug, I want its oil. And I will kill tomorrow. I don't want to kill him tonight. It's too pretty. God, they're so beautiful. Please get down, get down, get down. I need the oil. Fine. Maybe. Fine. Well, that's kind of cool. I sure wish I could do this. I sure wish I could do this. That happens every time I shoot them. I can't find them. That's why I just started taking the oil out of them. It's like they pop and explode or gone. Holy smokes, where in the world do you think it went? That happens to me more than you would know. I don't see it anywhere. Oh. That's why I just get the oil. The water jug bugs I don't care, but the oil I really care about. Fascinating to me that something can disappear like that. Oh well. I'm sure there was something around here that was kind of a, carno that would go around and eat stuff. I have to be really careful. Really careful around my animals. I could kill them. I like it when these guys jump to the other side. They're on the other side, of the compound. But since I've built all that, I don't know if yeah, no, I got you too. See, right when I want to shoot, what it does, it reloads. Now, how good is that for a person to have to reload? Shit. No, wait. I have to make sure that the shot is really good before I do anything. I can't do that again. I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill my babies. And now it's going to want to reload again. See? I pull the trigger and what does it do? Doggone. If that's not the most interesting feature of this gun. Oh, yeah. That's what you need. But they gave you a ton of health. There's nothing else over there, right? It's alive. Now I gotta go and see. Red. This is the one that replaced Mama. I don't know if there's how much health I took out of her. And it's dark. So I'm going to come over here, grab the poop before it gets too dark, and then I'll say goodnight. Because I'm getting really tired, because now it's been like 7 hours, and I was working on this way before I started streaming. I mean, I got all that accomplished before I even, all the hunting and gathering and stuff for it. We did yesterday, but I had to do a lot more today. Let's just put you over here. I want you too far over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Kind of tired. I'll just have you phone. I don't know how heavy or light I am. There we go. So everybody's in. You don't have to worry. You have enough food. Okay. There's our new little jerboa. So cute. Aww. I love the flies. See them? What a realistic game. Come on, let's go in here where the other ones are. Might as well come in here where everybody else is. There you go. Now you won't be so long. You can see over here by the dodecks. There's more jerboas in here, but I'll just leave you here. Okay, and then I'm going to do you tomorrow. Okay. Shut this. I don't think there's going to be anything that can come and kill them, but you know, I could not get my animals to get over here when a raptor came in and followed me. But as soon as it attacked the two little jerboas that used to be right there, they were over that. They were over here and killing that thing before you knew it. I mean, they just demolished it. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get them to move. I hit the target, you know, get my target, nothing, zippy twah. And as soon as it started hurting one of our tribe mates, which are just the animals, of course. So, anywho, here's another one. See how it's shaking and can't get out? So I came over here and I got the slingshot and I showed you how it's easy it is to take them down. So look for things that are stuck, because that's usually what I tame. I wish that Paraceratherium was stuck, but it wasn't. It was just had something in front of it that it wouldn't go around. They're kind of dumb that way. They'll be stuck in a rock because they want to go forward straight, and you shoot them and they turn around and they come and get you. Man. Okay. I'm done. Day is done, gone the sun. Walking around with my axe. Funny, huh? How silly. Run around with your axe. And sometimes when I have that, oh, it's already gone. Sometimes when I have a pick, I accidentally, when I, on my backswing, I'll injure one of my own animals. So sometimes I just forgo the pick in that area where those animals are around. And here's my parasaur. He's already tamed up to a 35. He's the one a 20 that I tamed with the slingshot. And I showed you how easy it was to get the saddle and everything. They give you everything you need to get started. That's the truth. So all I got to do is just make the other, oh my gosh, that thing stayed open? No. Why would it stay open? It's one of those, I'm going to shut by myself, open by myself ones. Go crazy. Yeah, I took everybody over to where I had spawned and showed them what I did originally. There's a factor. Determined little thing, isn't he? I am not happy about these. I can't get in when I want to get in. They leave me out when I want to be in. If something was chasing me, I'd be dead. Ugh. It's a good time to say goodnight. Everything is shut. All the animals are tucked in. All the doors are shut. Right? Okay. Wow. What a day. 4 hours, 2 hours before, 4 hours of I don't know what happened to my stream. And another, let's see, I started at midnight, it's 3, so another 3 hours. So I've been on playing now. Oh my gosh, so about 12 hours. It's hard on 90-year-old grandmas, you know. I'm not, it's okay when it's like a job and I can make it about, you know, 8 o'clock, but 8 hours, and I don't know. I kind of exhaust out, like all of us do when we're working too hard. And I love to play. I absolutely love it, and I cherish it, and I'm so thankful that I have it. But also, on the other hand, what a disappointment. Anyway, we're going to have a wild thunderstorm. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, that's the cutest little things. And you have a wonderful night, and I hope you feel well and that you are well, whether you are young or old. If you are on the other side of the world, good morning. If you're on this side of the world, good evening. Have a lovely day tomorrow, and I hope that you do well, and I wish you well. It's going to be a great day. Don't worry. Absolutely fabulous day. Absolutely fabulous day. I can't even believe the days are going by so fast, and it's already September. October. Yeah, that's good, huh? September. Oh, gosh. And we will someday have our new graphics card and be able to see that clearly. Holy smokes. I can't believe my graphics card didn't work. Anyway, so it doesn't look like it's going to come over us. Or it'll already be black, pitch black. So I'm going to get a drink of water. So I don't have to worry about it when I log on tomorrow. Oh, well, I guess we are going to have it over here. Okay. And you have wind resistance. Your body, when it's doing this, has wind resistance. And I'm not even going to bother lighting all the lights. Sweet dreams, you guys, if you're going to bed right now. There are people going to bed right now, by the way. And, ooh, come on. Let me in. 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 Come on. Yeah. Huh. Okay, well, let me put you down then. Where are you? Behind me? In front of me? Around me? I need to... Make sure... Oh, yeah, with it. Maybe it's in there? It's not off my shoulder, is it? Oh, how funny that is. Now it is. Because if it was off my shoulder, I could say pick up, but I couldn't. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the door. And I just stand here and this is what I see before I log off. All our babies in their little hats, sitting on their little poop. And bye you guys, and I love you lots. Thanks for understanding about tonight and the stream. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you tonight at 7. Bye bye.